idcwoodcraft.com.
Hello, my CNC brother or sister. I'm Garrett with IDC Woodcraft. Welcome to this end update video where I've got a lot of very cool things that I want to share with you that you are going to want to know about, particularly two of them. And I will talk about them as we get into this, but I will give you a little bit of a teaser. One of them has to do with a way that we, you, me, and our CNC brothers and sisters will be able to communicate much better with each other live. Yes, I'm getting ready to set something up. You're going to want to know about this. The second thing has to do with websites, which I will get into in just a moment. So the first thing I want to do is just give James Bootenbow, I believe his last name is, from Boots American Flags, a big fat shout out. I got something in the mail that just blew me away. James sent this to me. An American flag that he made partially on his CNC router and the rest by hand. But check that out. It's got my logo on it. James, this is absolutely beautiful. Now, James, in the paperwork that he sent, he's got a flyer. He said, if I'm making American flags, I'm going to make it out of American grown wood, which is exactly what he does. And this is ash, which is a wood that's, as you know, is becoming harder and harder to get hold of. But this flag is heavy. So all projects that he makes is out of American grown wood unless specifically asked for. So if you want to see James's work and you are interested in learning a little bit more about this, then you can go to his Facebook page, Boots American Flags, and I'll put a link for that down below in the description along with everything else I'm going to be sharing with you. So that's one thing. James, thank you, thank you. I am rearranging my shops, and when I get it done, this puppy is going to be hanging up. Got another American flag right there. I'm getting ready to, I got an electrician coming in to get my Phantom CNC router wired up. It's killing me that that thing is sitting there with not being wired, but we're getting there. Okay, so what's the second thing that I want to share with you? This past week, I had a wonderful discussion with one of our CNC creators. His name is Harold Mayberry. So if you have struggled with PTSD, we're in the service, military, police, fire, EMS, and you had an incident at some point and you're just kind of stuck in that PTSD, right? And it doesn't go away, and you're feeling something inside that's got you depressed all the time. Harold is one that struggled with that for literally 50 years. He was in the military, he's a vet, and from an incident in the military, for 50 years struggled with PTSD until he found CNC routers. For the first time in that period of time, Harold found something that is lifting his depression, gives him something to look forward to, and gives him purpose. And he wanted to share with you the message if you are struggling with PTSD, not just PTSD, but about purpose, something that you can call your own. Harold and I had a long conversation. We recorded it. He wanted me to share it with you. So that is coming up very soon. And if that is released by the time you watch this video, it'll be linked down in the description. Okay, so another thing has to do with websites. Now remember, I'm going to talk to you about this second thing that you are going to like. Before we get to that, I want to let you know that the IDC Woodcraft website is going to be looking very different very shortly. I have hired my website designer. His name is Steve, and I said I got to get this website to work much better. And so it's been completely redesigned. It's about to get released. So if you pop on the IDC Woodcraft website and go, wait a minute, this isn't what I'm used to, it's been made a lot better. You're going to like it. So it's the same website, idcwoodcraft.com. Now, speaking of websites, and this is the thing you want to know about. I preach when it comes to CNC business. I preach it and I try to hammer it in as much as I can. You want a website. It doesn't matter if you do stuff online or not, your stuff is word of mouth. You always want to have a website. You've got to have that home base, and here's why. If people are searching for your product or something along the lines of your product, like an American flag with a carved logo in it, and you search on Google, if you have like a Facebook store, Google's not going to find it because Google doesn't work well with Facebook. I mean, it will, but it's going to find it faster if you have your own website. And many creators, especially if you're around my age and you know, got this newfangled technology stuff, it's very intimidating. So I talked to my website designer. I said, can you come up with a format that we can just hand over to you as a creator, and all you have to do is add your pictures and your text, set your prices, and connect your payment method? And he said, absolutely. And so we are now coming up with a website that's basically, you get the website, you get the website URL. The URL is like the website name, like idcwoodcraft.com, and you just have to populate it, and you'll get instructions on how to do that with the information that you want in it. And I will even give you guidance as to how you should write this stuff and how you should make pictures. If you're interested in this, I want to comment down below, because if there's not a lot of interest, there's no point in pursuing it. But I'm going to do it anyway because enough people ask me about it. So one of the things I do want you to know is, first of all, comment down below. Second of all, join the CNC Entrepreneurs Facebook group, because that's where I'm going to make most of the announcements, and get on the CNC Insiders list. The CNC Insiders list is an email list that I have, where I make announcements usually before I make it on the channel here. And it's also a place where I have discounts that I don't make public at all, or have better discounts than the ones that I make public. For example, CO2 lasers from Monport. This 40-watt CO2 laser is one that I have a discount on. Well, for all of them. And publicly, I have a 6% discount. If you want to look at the CO2 lasers that make amazing projects, down below in the description is the public discount code. Now, if you want to have a better discount than the 6%, you have to get on the CNC Insiders list, and eventually I will email you that special discount. So the whole reason I'm saying is get on the CNC Insiders list or CNC Entrepreneurs Facebook group is so you get the announcement, you're sure to get the announcement of this website thing. I can't stress this enough. Here's why. You have your product, and you have it out there, and maybe you go to crafts or things, but that requires you to be present. The thing with websites is you don't have to be present. And I got to tell you, there's nothing like waking up in the morning and looking at your cell phone or looking at your email and see you got an order while you were sleeping or while you were having dinner or out playing with the kids or on vacation. This is why you want websites. We are in an online world today, and it's beautiful for business because people can shop anytime they want, and you're there when they're looking for it, and you don't have to be there. This is why websites are so important. So put a comment down below about this, and if you like this idea, give me a thumbs up, but hit that thumbs up button down below. All right, so there's another thing I want to share with you. IDC Woodcraft has a couple new bits that are coming.
IDCwoodcraft.com.
Right now, I've got the 1-inch surfacing bit, which is getting revamped, and it will be re-released in a better format very shortly. But I've also got 2 more surfacing bits coming. We have the 1-inch surfacing bit, but now we have what I call a big fat bottom surfacing bit, a 1.5-inch, super robust, I mean this is heavy, surfacing bit, 4 flute, 1/4 inch. I'm going to show you this thing run in just a second, and you'll be blown away how fast this cleans up the surface of a piece of wood and how clean it looks. So that's one. Hang on, because I'm going to show you, because you got to see this thing. And if it's released, there will be a link down below. But as of this video, it's not released yet. Now the second one is literally, quite literally, the only bit of its nature on the planet. IDC Woodcraft is the only one that supplies this CNC router bit. It's this little cute little surfacing bit. What makes this one so different? It is a 1/8 inch shank surfacing bit for the 1/8 shank small CNC routers. There is no other surfacing bit with a 1/8 inch shank for those routers out there until now. Now I'm going to show you this thing as well. I'm going to show you how it runs. So this is very, very cool, and again, there will be links down below when it's available. If not, if you're looking for one different surfacing bit, then just keep your eye on the IDC Woodcraft store. I'll make an announcement in CNC Insiders and with the CNC Entrepreneurs Facebook group. Okay, now I want to show you how these two things run. So let's check it out. And then after that, I'm going to talk to you about this other thing that I want to share with you about how we are going to be able to communicate live. Even I was surprised how fast this thing ran. Watch how fast it cleans up this piece of wood. The big bottom 1.5 inch surfacing bit, within a minute it cleaned up this entire surface. Now watch this, the world's only 1/8 inch shank surfacing bit, 3/4 of an inch diameter. Now you've seen these two things and you see how fast this thing cleans up your project, and you've seen this little guy, the only one on the planet, how it works too. It works just as well. So if you've got a 1/8 inch shank router desktop type model, then now you have a surfacing bit available. Okay, let's talk about this last thing that you are going to be super excited about. At least I hope you are. And it's a way for you and me and our CNC brothers to communicate with each other, interactive, live, talking to each other face to face. I am now building a community where we can actually log in and we can talk to each other. And I'll probably make groups for different aspects, like for CNC for newbies, or I'm not quite sure yet, but how I'm going to break them into like rooms, but I'm going to be doing that. And you'll be able to log into this stuff, and if you're stuck on something, you can pop in and ask your CNC brothers how they solve it, how to solve the problem. I am so excited about this, that I'll be able to talk to you and our brothers and sisters a lot more often, and you'll have a lot of experts in there also helping you. So this is like, yes, we're taking this to a new level. If you haven't realized this yet, one of the biggest things that's missing in the CNC world is a cohesive community that can work together. And IDC is building it for you. So we have covered a ton of stuff, and everything I've talked about is linked down below in the description, and there's a couple things in the first comment. First of all, if there's anything in this that you kind of like, then give me that thumbs up. And I really want to know if you like these two ideas, right? The first is the website where you can just plug and play. If you want that, I would definitely want to comment where you say, yes, Garrett, I'm interested. And the other one is this live community. Is that something that you want? Definitely let me know. Because if I don't have demand on it, then why even put it together? And remember, join the CNC Insiders Facebook group, because I'm going to be making another announcement there. And one more thing about the CNC Insiders group is, I don't even remember if I said it. CNC Insiders is where I make announcements at, and it's where you get discounts and tips that I don't put out here on the YouTube channel, the public channel. All right, so everything's linked down below.
IDCwoodcraft.com